My name is Chryssie Whitehead, and I play Kristine in the chorus line. I was always a dancer. I started when I was dancing when I was 3, you know. Basically, it was fun. I remember the recitals were like at a roller skating rink. And I just remember having so much fun, and that's what I loved about it. Is that my mom never was one of those stage moms that like, go, 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 you know? She was the one that was like, if you love it, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Competitions, everybody has glitter and glamour. Well, I didn't have that much money. I was wearing hand-me-down costumes. My mom, I mean, we literally, every solo I had, I don't think we ever got a costume made. I did a chorus line in the community theater, and I played Lois, the cut dancer, because I was with all these grown-ups, you know, in community theater, and then I understudied Judy. I remember having so much fun in this shit, Richie, like, give me the ball, oh my God. And I was off stage because I was a cut dancer. And I remember like being in the wings and being like, like just having so much fun. The one part that stood out to me that I thought, oh my, I resonated with at 14 was Cassie. Because of, that was my life right then and there, of doing solos and going to the studio and being there by myself and just playing and just dancing and loving it and realizing that there's no other place that I feel so at home with but the studio. When I did a chorus line, that's when I knew at 14, I was like, I don't have to just dance. I can act, I can sing, I can speak, so not only through my body but through my voice. Like I really started to fall in love with it. But yet I was still so attached to dancing. Like I started my voice lessons then, but I was kind of in and out. And it was an amazing honor to do the Rockettes. However, when I did it, it was totally different doing that type of work than it was dancing with all the different choreographers all my life. And I really got a wake-up call of how the dancing world was different from all the training that I had done and all the dance numbers I got to do. And I just remember going, I'm playing a xylophone on someone's back right now. And it just kind of broke my heart. Like I was like, this is what I trained all my life to be this, you know, and it's all good and there's a place for it and it's beautiful and I love seeing the show and I love saying that I was a Rockette because it's history. It wasn't for me. I literally cried when I saw the show and in LA when I saw Fosse, and I was like, I have to do this show. I just had to. Seeing Shannon Lewis doing I Gotcha, I was just like, oh my God. So I literally got ready, I decked out, I missed a day of school. I was like, Mom, I'm taking the ferry in, because it was in Staten Island. I'm taking the ferry in, I had my makeup on, blah, 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 my black, everything. I get there, and I'm ready to go, and there's a huge call, and all of a sudden the monitors, you know, the equity monitors are like, all right, well, we're not seeing any more equity people, you know, I mean, non-equity people, so you can go. Well, I had no clue what that was. I didn't understand what that meant, and I was like, well, what's equity? I was like, I'm not equity, I don't think, but I'm not leaving. So I'm like, I just took a ferry to come over here. So I saw a stack of papers, a stack of the blue cards with a rubber band around it and a white sheet over it. So I totally go over to the thing and I said a little prayer because I was so scared, and then I pick the card, go back, sit down, nobody saw me, I fill it out, and I'm thinking, gosh, I don't have any equity credits, how are they gonna know? But they don't really look at this stuff. And so I'm sitting there going, and then all of a sudden I was number 101 on the card, and the lady was like, all right, 88 to 100. And I was like, uh-oh. So I just go up to her and I was like, hi, I'm sorry, I'm number 101. And she goes, oh, I must have missed, oh, okay, no worries, come on in. I was like, so I was in, I was so scared. And then of course as we're doing the audition, I'm going for it, giving it 1,000%, but I'm also scared to death that Anne's gonna be like, dear, you know, like what's going on? Well, you're not equity. And so I, you know, went through cut after cut, got to sing. It was the most amazing audition ever. And then a week later, Fosse calls and says, we want you to go on the road and replace like the trumpet solo track. And I was like, what? I mean, I didn't know at the time then. I was like on my knees, like crying, oh my God, I was so excited. I was Julia Stiles' dance double in Save the Last Dance. I mean, Julia definitely did her, she worked so hard and she was a really good, really hard worker. But you know, she's not a dancer, so she did, like you'll see if you go back and look at the movie, I mean, you'll see her close up on certain things that they'll get her doing. And then when they go far away or whatever, on all the hard, you know, stuff, that was me. And I said, you know what, my plan is I gotta go check out Los Angeles. I really, really love film and TV, especially film. I also knew that I was going out there blinded by what to do about, I had no clue how to begin with acting in LA. But I read everything, I read every book, I went to every seminar, I went to every class, I went to cold reading, and I still do. I will do the free work. You gotta keep working, you gotta keep you can't just wait for the phone to ring, you know? And I got so much experience on the grad films from USC or LA Film School or independent short film. You're right. He is. He is a magical, magical beast.
When did his name become Riffic?
Well, first it was Clyde, then it was Clyde-a-roo, then it was Clyde-a-rific, now it's just Riffic. I guess I'm just ready to meet someone, you know? I'm ready to have someone. I have been working on myself, taking care of myself, working on my career, and trying not to be dependent on someone, and God, I just want to experience life with someone, you know? So many people might not ever see those short films, or I'm not yet at that status where I can be in films that touch people like crazy, you know? But for the first time in my life, I am in a chorus line where it's changed people's lives, it changed my life, and to know that you're a part of that, it's almost overwhelming. But I really couldn't,
sing,
I could never really,
sing,
when I couldn't do it.
Sing, 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice. It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. It really blows my mind. I love my husband in the show. Tony is just great, and we just gel like we just are there for each other, you know. And it's constantly every now and then. It's never the same. We're very much like aware of each other. I'm not so codependent like Kristine is. I mean, having to freaking hold my husband's hand the whole entire time and just be right there with him. But I've been there. I've been there before. I know what that feels like. This is an honor, and you see how people react to it, and you're just thankful that that now we can bring it back again and pass it on to the next generation. That's why I feel like I always have to teach too. That's why I have to go back, because it's like I know that I'm affecting people, or that I'm a part of affecting people in this show, but you don't really ever know really the capacity. But when you teach, you see it. You see the changes in the kids' faces, and you see them, and you just keep passing it down, because life is tough enough as it is, so might as well just keep dreaming.